What's going on, guys? Matthew Minnis here. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about why I refuse to pay cash for anything and how in the past 3 months alone with credit cards, I've made over $2,500 cash. Now, in this video, we're going to go over 4 things. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to show my credit score, and I'm going to talk about how churning credit cards does not actually hurt your credit score. It has a very minimal effect on your credit score. The second thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the credit cards I have, the ones I use, and my redemptions breakdown, how I got to over $2,500 in the past 3 months. The third thing I'm going to talk about is I'm going to give you some secret tips that you can use to make more money from your credit cards. And the fourth thing we're going to go over is with credit cards, a lot of times you get a referral bonus, and I'm going to give you some almost salesmanship tactics to convince people to get a credit card, which is going to benefit them and it's going to benefit you. Now, before we get into the video, if you want credit cards to give you thousands of dollars a year, make sure you like the video, watch from beginning to end. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We do weekly videos every Thursday at 3:15 p.m. Eastern time. So let's get right into the video. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up Mint app. Now, Mint is a budgeting app. It's completely free to use. I do have the link down in the description. I personally love Mint. It allows me to look at my cash on hand, my expenses, my investments. It just gives me a really good look at all of my money, and it has a really good way to look at your credit score and see where you can improve. So when we look at my credit score, I have an 809, and as you can see, there's a couple things that can change your credit score, such as on-time payments, credit utilization. Mine's at 0% currently because I always pay off my credit, if not at the end of the month, even sometimes during the month, just because it's a little bit easier for me. You don't have to do that, but I like to. My age of credit is on average 4.8 years. I have 28 accounts. Now that's not all credit cards, but I'd say 90% of that is credit cards. That is a lot of credit cards, but I do what's called churning credit cards, and that means I'm constantly getting new credit cards, taking advantage of the sign-up bonuses. And as you can see, there's actually no negative effect by having 28 accounts. The only thing that matters is that the age of my credit continues to get longer. I don't have as many inquiries. I pay all my bills on time, and I keep my credit utilization pretty low. So what I want to do is show you the total accounts. So when I open that up, you can see all of my different cards. So I have a JP Morgan Chase card, that's my mortgage right there. Capital One, more JP Morgan cards, Amex, Discover. So all of them are at $0 because I don't use them. There's no real reason to get rid of a credit card unless you want to cancel and re-sign back up to get a new sign-up bonus, or if they're charging you a yearly fee. If they're charging you a yearly fee, you need to see if the benefits of keeping that card outweigh that annual fee. Most of the time for me, it doesn't. So the other cool thing about the Mint app in the credit section is the credit inquiries. I like to look at this because if you click on the little I button, it shows you that for a good score, you want to have between 2 and 4 inquiries every 2 years. If you have between 5 and 10, it's not bad, but that would actually lower my credit score. So I can see here that my furthest inquiry that's still affecting my credit score is the June 9th in 2020. So until June 9th of 2022, I really shouldn't make any more inquiries or get any new credit cards unless I want to get into that 5, which is going to hurt my credit score, which in all honesty, I'm not really that worried about. So if there's a really good sign-up bonus, I will take advantage of it from whatever credit card company is offering it. So the cool thing about this $2,500 that I've made is actually only come from 2 cards. Now I'm going to open up my Chase app and we're going to look at those credit cards and I'm going to explain what I did to achieve so much money back. Now, as you can see, I have my checking, my savings, and I don't keep any money in Chase. So disregard the fact that it's only $17. I do have more savings than that. It's just I keep it in a high yield savings account. I go to my credit cards. You see I got a $19, $100, and then a $300. So obviously all those I'm going to pay at the end of the month. It's not going to be a big deal. But the one that is negative 14.78, we're going to click on that because that's the one where I transfer all my points from my Chase cards to this card, and then I've redeemed them with what's called the pay yourself back. Now, sadly, the pay yourself back ends on September 30th, and it was basically a way to get 25% more worth out of your points, which is absolutely crazy. So I really took advantage of that, and I'm going to show you how. So I actually have to go to the Ultimate Rewards section to show you what I've redeemed for, and I'm going to click on that same card. So we're going to scroll down to find the recent activity. We're going to change the activity to just redemptions, and we're going to look at posted activity. Now on here, if I click see more, you can see from July 3rd, so technically I spent that money in June, I had a $180 redemption, a $1,000 redemption, $20, $60, and almost $800, a $400, and a $40. So all of those are pay yourself back redemptions. So I had a certain amount of points, and I used it to pay for expenses that I had on my card. Now, you got to remember, the golden rule of credit is we only spend money that we're going to spend anyways. Now, we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the video. However, I followed that rule for these purchases. So I only bought things that I needed. I did some work on my house, I did some work on my barn, and my wife and I, we buy groceries every week, we pay utilities, pretty much like your normal family. So you can see, I've made just under $2,500 from just these Chase cards alone. Now, this one is the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which currently has a $1,000 sign-up bonus. So if you use my link down below, or you can use any link technically, you hit the minimum spend and you're gonna get paid $1,000 just for using that credit card. It's awesome. And I use the Freedom because certain categories give you 5% cash back. So I took advantage of that with Home Depot being one of my most frequently shopped places. And I converted that to the Sapphire Preferred. And then I used Pay Yourself Back, and I got a lot more money back. I did have one other card that I used during this period. It was an Amex card, and I only used it because they emailed me and said, if I switch to this card, there won't be any credit inquiries, and we'll give you $150. So basically, they sent me an email saying they'd give me $150 for free. I did it, I spent $1,000, and boom, $150 for free. So technically, I made a little bit over $2,600 if you want to include the Amex card, but I don't really use that very much. All right, so now that we've gotten through the explanation of credit score, how it's unaffected by having multiple credit cards, how I actually earned all those points, how can you do it? So as a viewer, what can you do to go home, get a new credit card, and start taking advantage? Well, I got some really good tips. So you really want to be strategic with when you sign up for a new credit card. You want to plan getting new credit cards around expenses that are going to come up in your life. So if you have a vacation you need to pay for, or maybe you have to buy some new furniture, or perhaps you have a wedding to pay for, any large expense, that's a really good time to potentially look around, do some shopping, and see who has a new credit card out with a really high sign-up bonus. Can you take advantage? Can you make money on something that you're gonna have to pay for anyways? Now, what if you're 18 years old, you are in college, you don't have much money, and you don't have much expenses? Your parents pay all your bills, you're really lucky. Well, maybe your parents are getting something done in their home, and it's gonna cost them a couple $1,000s. You say, hey, I wanted to use my credit card to get a sign-up bonus. Can you use my credit card to pay for your new furniture or your new patio or whatever you're getting? And you just send me the cash. Maybe you give them a profit of $100 and you keep $900 if you use something like the Sapphire Preferred. Both of you are winning. So friends and family that have expenses coming up, great opportunity to hit those spend bonuses without spending money that you shouldn't be spending. So another one is with Venmo. And this one's a little bit sketchy. So you may want to just do a little bit of research before you do this, but it does work, and I have done it, is you can send someone some money. Just say it's for rent or for a vacation, something along those lines. You are going to have to pay a 3% fee with Venmo for using your credit card, but if you're getting 1% cash back, the fee is now 2%, and you get the sign-up bonus. So you send your friend $1,000, and then they just give you $1,000 cash. Like I said, you may not want to do that, but if you're being sneaky, maybe you do want to do that. And the last one, this is one of my favorites, is the points guy. You can Google the points guy. He has so much information on how to take advantage of credit cards, what credit cards are worth, and how to utilize them to your advantage. Truly fantastic content. All right, so the last thing we're going to talk about is how can you convince someone to get a credit card? Well, why do you want to do that? Well, you get a referral bonus. So in the past 3 months, I was able to refer 4 people to get the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. Now, I got $200 for every single referral, and they got their $1,000 bonus by hitting the spend goal. So it's win-win. How did I convince them to do it? Well, you got a couple options. The first thing you can do is you can educate them on the benefits of credit cards. You could show them my videos. You could tell them to subscribe. We all win. Or you can show them another credit card YouTuber, Daniel Braun Finance. Truly fantastic content on credit cards. I give the dude an A+. His link's down in my description below too, because I watch every single one of his videos. And even though I consider myself to be very knowledgeable about credit cards, I've actually learned a lot from him. So pretty awesome. Another one is treat it like a sale. You can be like, hey, bro, you wanna make $1,000? Sign up for this credit card. It's not gonna hurt your credit score. You're gonna spend some money that you would have spent anyways. I'm gonna get paid money, and you're gonna get $1,000 for free. We both win. It's easy, it's a no-brainer. Oh, you're going on vacation? You should use this credit card to pay for your flights and hotel. Then in a month, you're gonna get all that money back, and all of a sudden your vacation's free. You've already got money saved up for next year's vacation just by using this credit card. So all in all, you can educate them, you could sell them on the cash, and you can also tell them that it helps you. Everyone's winning, nobody's getting hurt. Just remember the golden rule of credit. We don't spend money we're not gonna spend, and we always pay our bills in full. We never pay interest. You cannot pay interest. All right, guys. So all in all, I just wanted to show you a video on how I use credit cards to my advantage. I've made over $2,600 in the past 3 months just from credit cards. I make thousands every single year. All it takes is a little bit of research, figure out what credit card I should take advantage of, and then I just gotta make sure that I'm gonna spend the money. After that, you pay your bills and you're just getting paid to be alive. It's a beautiful thing. So if you watch this video to the end, please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your favorite credit card is if you have one. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.